Hello everyone, I am Karmanya Dadhich, Technical Marketing Engineer from Cisco Security. And in today's video, we will talk about DevSecOps capabilities of Cisco Secure Workload. We will see how Cisco Secure Workload can push microsegmentation policies by using a CI/CD pipeline. Let's understand what even is DevSecOps. Well, you all must have heard about DevOps, where we streamline and automate the software development lifecycle to improve collaboration between development and operations team. And DevSecOps transforms this approach by integrating security into every single stage of the development cycle. It's about collaboration between development, operations, and security team. Through automated security tools, continuous testing, and proactive threat modeling, DevSecOps ensures that security is a shared responsibility, not just an afterthought. Now let's take a look at how the CI/CD pipeline integrates with Cisco Secure Workload. On the left, we can have any version control tool like GitLab, GitHub, and Bitbucket as your code repositories. A policy update in these repositories triggers the CI/CD pipeline automatically. And we can have any CI/CD pipeline tool, including Bamboo, GitLab, CI/CD, and Circle CI, GitHub Actions. These tools execute playbooks and infrastructure as a code scripts that might be written in Ansible or Terraform at different pipeline stages, and ultimately configure Cisco Secure Workload to take the appropriate action to secure your application. Note, Cisco Secure Workload is tool agnostic. What I mean by that is, whatever version manager or CI/CD pipeline tool you have, Cisco Secure Workload can integrate with it. It is not limited to any tool whatsoever. The idea behind DevSecOps is to ensure that security moves with your application and not behind it. Now, let's walk through today's demo workflow. On the left, we have developer who are continuously making changes to the application code, and let's say that they push updates to GitHub. Remember, this could be any other version control tool. We are taking GitHub as an example here. This triggers a pipeline for which we are using GitHub Actions. Again, please note, this could be any other pipeline tool like Jenkins, for example. Here, we integrate security and infrastructure automation within the CI/CD process. The pipeline pushes the updates to our application, but not just that. It is also able to push configuration updates to Cisco Secure Workload simultaneously. Cisco Secure Workload then can simply push the updated policy to our new application, ensuring that as the application is evolving, security measures are continuously adapted, and all of this happens in the background without requiring any manual security configuration. Also take a note that GitHub Actions or our pipeline is configuring Cisco Secure Workload using the infrastructure as a code tool Terraform in this particular example. Let's look at this in action now. So first, let's take a look at the application itself. This is a Kubernetes-based application which is based on a 3-tiered web app. I have my web tier here, split between 3 different pods. I have my database tier, and I also have my core application tier as well here. Upon running the kubectl services command, I can see the IP addresses for each of this tier. Please take a note at the web service IP address. The external IP address for the same is this, and it is currently serving on port 8080. So let's go ahead and take a look on this IP address. So this is my website. This is the front end of the website that is reachable by the IP address, again on the port 8080. And it is just saying, hello YouTube people, hello guys, and a quick description of what the video is going to be about. Now, we are able to access this website on port 8080 because the security of this application is managed by Cisco Secure Workload. We have already created a workspace here, inside of which you can see under the matching inventories and pods field, we have all of our pods showing up. You can also verify by the pod name that this is exactly similar to what we saw on our terminal. If I go under Policies tab of Cisco Secure Workload, I will be able to see a unique policy. This policy allows any IPv4 on the internet out there to access my web pod, and it does allow that communication on port 8080. So this is exactly the reason why our application previously was serving on port 8080. Please make a note that this application is being managed by GitHub. Again, just for example, I'm using GitHub here. It could be anything. In your case, any version control system will work just fine. Cisco Secure Workload is agnostic on that front. So now, let's go ahead and make some changes to our application. I'm on my VS Code currently, and you can see all of the files that are required for my application to run successfully. First of all, I'll make some cosmetic changes on my index.html file. Currently in the body of it, I'm just saying hello YouTube people as you saw on the web page. Let me make some changes here. Now, it says welcome to Cisco Secure Workload with a quick description of Cisco Secure Workload itself. Let's move on to a Kubernetes file now. The previous change that we made was just a cosmetic change, and it did not warrant any configuration change on Cisco Secure Workload. So let's make some changes on the port that the application is currently being served on. I'm changing the port from 8080 to 8081. Now, since we had a policy on Cisco Secure Workload which was only allowing access to port 8080, this change is critical and it warrants a change in Cisco Secure Workload policies. Moving on to my nginx config file, I'll also change the port here from 8080 to 8081. And lastly, I'll move to my policies.tf file. The .tf denotes that it is a Terraform file. And since the developer knows what ports need to be opened now, instead of collaborating separately with the security team, they can just mention the new port here instead of 8080, and the script will automatically update policies on Cisco Secure Workload. Now keep in mind, here I am adding the port manually for my policies.terraform file. You can additionally set up your CI/CD pipeline in a fashion that it automatically picks up the changes made from the nginx.config file. Once that is done, let's go ahead and push the changes to GitHub. Let me expand my terminal. I will first run the git add command. Then I will commit the changes to GitHub by using a nice message for YouTube demo. Finally, I will push the changes to the main branch. Once that is done, we can move towards our GitHub repo. If I refresh the tab, I can see the commit with our message being popped up. Let's navigate to GitHub Actions by clicking on the orange dot and then the Details button. Let's check out the Summary tab. Here we can see our pipeline laid out. In this example, our pipeline was made up of 3 tasks. In the first task, we are building the new Docker container image from the scratch. Then the second task, we are pushing the updated policy on our Cisco Secure Workload tenant. This is happened by the Terraform configuration file in the background. Lastly, we are deploying all the changes made to the Kubernetes cluster. Once the execution of the pipeline is completed, let's head to our Cisco Secure Workload tenant. The existing policy was allowing traffic on 8080, but if I refresh the browser tab, we can see the updated policy allowing any IPv4 to our web pods on port 8081. Let's check our website now. If I reload the page, nothing happens as the site is now unreachable. Let's change the port to 8081 in the URL. Now we can say the title saying welcome to Cisco Secure Workload with a little description of what Cisco Secure Workload is all about. Seems like the update that we have made to our application has gone through, and the application is now reachable on port 8081. Well, that's it. You just learned DevSecOps capabilities of Cisco Secure Workload using GitHub Actions. That's it for the demo. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that it was a good learning experience for you all. If you want to learn more about Cisco Secure Workload and its automation, feel free to check out the links in the description box below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one.